you have envisioned the transfer working out any better?
Honestly, no, at all. I don't think nobody did. I'm coming to Syracuse. Coach Behan never takes transfers, really. Me coming there and then really putting the work in and him believing in me. I think him believing in me as much as he did, I think that boosted my confidence and made me want to go out there and not prove him wrong, and then really bring that spirit and stuff back to the community of Syracuse.
How would you prepare you for this moment?
I mean, really just really coming to me like during after games and stuff, really coming to ask me what I saw, what they did wrong after a loss, and what he wanted me to do in certain situations when we were scrimmaging and stuff. So really helping me on my game, having me focus and having me realize and stuff that, yeah, he's actually like interested in me. So I really took that in consideration to that next year.
How would your teammate, Andy Ross, he's being a little bit underlooked. How do you think he's reaching the table?
I mean, I think everybody look at Andy as a shooter, but he brings a whole lot to the table. He can play defense. He can pass the ball extremely well. I mean, honestly, he can play one or two. To me,
that's what he was telling me. He thought he could play one or two.
I think so too. I think because he has a great eye for the game. He's been at Syracuse for forever, but actually coming out, he can shoot the ball. But I think he brings a lot more.
Because he was there so long, he feels like people don't believe in his ability to play one-on-one defense. What do you think about that?
I think he can. He plays D. I know that for a fact. He can play defense. So until they give him a shot, they got to see. But I believe in him. I know he can make it.
Definitely work.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
How did you end up choosing Iowa State, and why did you decide to transfer?
I mean, choosing Iowa State, John Prelo, he was one of the coaches at Marquette prior before he going to Iowa State. So when him leaving, I had a relationship with him, and that's how I ended up at Iowa State. But when I decided to leave, it was just more so my relationship fell out with my coach. So I decided to leave, and then ended up at Syracuse.
Wes, in terms of the format of this combine, guys pulling out and not competing, does that annoy you? Would you rather that everybody just play 5-on-5 and just settle it all out in the court?
Honestly, yeah. Because I've been just working out so much, I really haven't got a chance to really play 5-on-5s since like after the season I've been playing pickup. But I wish everybody like that was here really just go out there and just lace up and then go at it. Because I think that's what everybody really wants to do.
Was it your decision not to play, not to do the basketball stuff?
I mean, I talked to my agent about it, and then we really decided on that. I talked to my brother as well, and just really got an overall view about it. But ultimately it's still my decision what I want to do. But I really talked to them and felt like it really wasn't really worth it doing it. But I still want to go out there and play though.
Sure.
You can play. Why would you be afraid of playing? Right?
Yeah. So,
was Ohio State in the mix for you?
Yeah.
What made you decide not to go that particular round?
Honestly, Syracuse was my first visit, but it was the last school on my list to choose from. Ohio State was my first choice, so I had that. Syracuse was first, went there, and I fell in love with it. I knew what I wanted out of transfer. When I got there, I fell in love. So I had to do that phone call, calling Coach Martin and calling Pittsburgh and telling them that I wasn't coming. I'm going to Syracuse, but Ohio State was on the top of my list.
So you tell me that Evan Turner and you could have been teammates?
Yeah, we talked about that too. And he was like, "Man, you know what we could have did?" I'm like, "Yeah." But he was like, "Yeah, but you shoot the ball too much." I was like, "I shoot the ball, but you held the ball the whole game." So yeah, but I think that would have been fun. Us playing with each other. We'd have worked something out.
Don't you have Michigan State story in there too as well?
Mm-hmm. I do. Yeah, there's a lot of schools in there just bouncing around. Michigan State was there. Like when I was going to Iowa State. After I signed, they called and asked if they wanted to give me a scholarship, but it was too late then. So I could have been at Michigan State, could have been Ohio State, but I was an Orangeman.
When did it go in your mind from I sure would like to play in the NBA to I think I'm going to play in the NBA?
I think when I got to Syracuse working out and then going to that going to that Nike camp in June. And I realized, like, yeah, I'm going to play in the NBA. Didn't know where I was going to be at and where around, but I knew I was going to be in the NBA after that.
Why?
I just felt like playing with the those high-level guys, and then all the hype that they had, and then going and I was competing and doing well. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to play in the NBA. And then had the season that I had, and then building confidence in myself, and then it took off from there.
How much upside do you still have to improve? I mean, everybody says John Wall, Alfred Camino, all the freshmen, and they kind of look at you. They say, "Oh, he's turning 23 later this year. He is what he is." How does that make you feel?
I just take it for what it is. They say that, and I'll be like, okay. like I told you before, I started playing when I was in the 8th grade, 9th grade. That's when I really started playing basketball. So I'm new to it, basically. I'm still learning a lot. So I think, with that being said, I'm basically the same age as them on the basketball court. So I take my age. I don't look at my age at all. This is a number. So I go out there and just still go out there and play the game.
Does it strike you as kind of funny that some teams might see that you're 22 and more mature as a negative rather than a positive?
Yeah. So with that, that's why I just said before. I'm late to the game. I'm a late bloomer. So at my age, and then they look at the young guys. I think I'm mature. I'm polished. I've been around for playing the game. It's been through college situations and all those trying times. So I think my age has had nothing to do with it.
What about the other facets you bring, ability to shoot the three, block shots?
Mm-hmm. I think that's a big plus for me, especially be able to rebound and shoot and get in transition a lot. But I think my ability to shoot the ball, I think that's going to be a major positive.
Was there a specific run at Nike, specific day?
No, I think when I first got there, really, mindset, body, and when I first got there, and then I had a real good workout when I was there. So I think, other than that, I think that helped me out a whole lot, just seeing a different type of basketball when I got there, and different type of workouts, different type of drills when I got there, and be able to compete at a very high level and stay consistent where I did. I think that really helped me out.
Do you remember who was handling those workouts at that time?
Not for sure. I remember Alan Stein out of D.C.
Mm-hmm. I
remember him. That's one name that sticks out to me.
Right. And so after that, the feeling was,
oh yeah, I'm ready now. I'm ready now. Like, after that, I was good to go.
But it's on a completely different note. Everybody seems to have an opinion as to where LeBron will end up.
Chicago.
Why do you think Chicago?
I don't know. I'm just thinking Chicago. Like, they keep saying New York and Chicago. I'm saying Chicago.
A lot of people say that he may not be able to play with Derrick Rose. Do you believe that?
No, I think he'd be able to play with the Rose just fine. I think the way he contributes to basketball, and yeah, he'd be able to play with D-Rose. You see LeBron averaging almost a triple-double. He could find a way to play with D-Rose.
Do you think any team that puts him on there, especially the Bulls, instantly becomes a title contender?
Yeah, you got to respect that. You got to respect, because they had a great season this year with the guys they had, and then they'll probably make trades to move a lot of guys around, but still, I think that'd be fine. If they move, I think they should be a title contender.
You follow the game like everybody else. Have you ever seen anything like this, the LeBron mania that seems to constantly be coming up?
No, not at all. I don't think nobody has. I think this, what he brings to the table, and his physicalness on the court, and then how big he is and what he does, I think nobody's seen nothing like that before.
What, did Johnny tell you anything about facing off against him when he was last season?
He said it's not real. Seeing him on the court, and seeing him in person, it's like unbelievable how big he is, how fast he runs. It's like a machine, basically. He's like a robot out there.
Wes, if you had to choose another profession outside of basketball, what would it be?
I probably have to say a chef. Even though I can't cook, I love to eat, so I think I had to go on. I'd be a chef.